All right. Trying to make sure I move everything here. Okay. This has popped up. Boom, boom. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on the UI that I was working on, which is to get this weird looking thing to look like, ooh, where'd the actual image go? Somewhere, where's the overall image? Somewhere over here. How far do I have to scroll? Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to find a single image that apparently... Yo, it's here somewhere. Okay, let me just save this image. And then I can have that as a reference point. We'll touch my handy dandy paint and just crop this part out so I can just look at this. The singular. Okay, so the goal is to turn this into this. It's also trying to make sure we get the colors right too, because I think it's slightly off. Is it not just white? Did I not set that up right? I didn't. When you can't even get the color white correctly. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. But I actually need to change the header to be its own image, which I will grab and import my new images to here. Okay. And we'll throw all this in. And then since I just imported all of these, let me highlight all of them. We'll go to Asset Actions, and then we want to edit the property and set all of these to be UI. That's the texture group. And save. Oop. Okay. Okay. Right now I have it all in one. I need to change the header and how all these backgrounds work. What are the sizes of these images? Basically 300 by 19. So let's actually, I'm going to create a spacer widget so that I can use this black background as a spacer. Actually, is there even such a thing as spacer? No. Okay. Okay. And we'll open this up. It'll be an image. We'll throw that down. Let's go ahead and grab that bottom. I guess I have to open that up to do that and throw that in there. And then let's do a wrap with a size box. And let's do 300 by 20. So now theoretically, let's actually duplicate this item display first. And I'm gonna kind of start from scratch here. Let's grab an overlay, let's throw that down. And let's get a don't think we need a size box here. Alex, are you watching right now? I don't think he is. Never mind. I don't think we have a height override that we need. How big is this? I guess I can open up the header. I can see how big it is. This is 312 by 77. Oh, there's some space. Oh wait, that looks intentional. It looks like there's a is that like a fade? Yeah, it's like black that's fading out. Okay, so never mind, that's intentional. Oh yeah, I just saw your message. Fix the space. I don't think... It looks like you have some effect. It seems pretty hard to see, but if I were to zoom in, you can tell that there's some like black coloring that is fading away. And I think that's what happened. Like there's some effect there. Oh, it's not supposed to be there. Okay, okay. Well, that's fine. I can deal with the size right now. I was gonna say, do we ever want to have like a max how big it can get, or we'll let it get as big as it possibly needs? I'm assuming the second option, to let it just get as big as it possibly needs. So with this overlay, we want a vertical box. Throw that down. I will do a wrap with a size box because I do want to control how fat it gets. I think right now, not this image. Let's go to the legendary image. About 312 should be the fattest we let it get. Let's go to custom 312, and height we'll just do like 500 right now. We'll put a vertical box inside of the vertical box. This is going to be the header. And we'll wrap this with a border. And we'll call this set unify. Okay. Okay. Then let me close that one. Image. Wrap that with another size box. And we'll do a height. Oh, no, not a height of 300. A height of, where'd it go? 77. There we go. That looks normal. Let's get rid of all this padding first. And from here, I'm actually going to copy the text I made before, put it in this vertical box. Huh. Well, I think I made the text a little too big. Let's see. What was the font? Yeah, I just need to use the one right now so we can put it together, so I'll go ahead and do that. I feel like you told me the font earlier. I'm just trying to find it. I should have wrote this down other than Oh, there you go. Okay, teal shield. Oh wait, no, that was for the health widget. I'm still gonna save that anyways. So it's 18. Huh. Life is confused. Yeah. No, that's okay. I think it's because of the... Try 14. Compile. Make it like the same size by zooming out. Maybe a little bigger. Or 16. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm fucking a genius. Love it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you were right on the 14 originally. I just kept looking at the wrong. Okay, so this would be the item name, which I'll make a variable. Call this BB header. We'll call this on. This is the rarity. background. So rarity, header. Pog, we are making Diablo. No, I mean, we're making an item pop up. It's for a new project working on that's like a medieval RPG. Okay, and then I needed to grab this box and put that back into the header. I actually wonder if I can do... What if I did this text size 18? I do like me some medievals. Yeah, it's gonna be low poly. What was that? Oh, thanks Jason for subscribing. When I don't even know my pop-ups. Okay. Losing train of thought. The white text is too big. I have to change all these 18s into 14. So what if I did... Let's move this over here. Folder. Font 14. Throw this in here. Can I make my life easier by doing 14 colors? Dan's game, you don't like pixel art, but you're down for low poly. I don't like pixel art. It's gross. I can't. Anyways, making me go off train of thought. Anyways, I was trying to create this, and we'll just do like gold. And we'll do white. I want to see if it works. Okay, so it's automatically gold from the start. Let's go into... Oh, thanks, Alex. And let's change this to white. But what I want to see is if I were to change this to like 16, does it edit all of these? It doesn't. Then what is the point of making a child off this? Okay, that was pointless. So I'm gonna change these to 14. We could delete this one. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my review. 14, compile. Yeah, 414. Okay. Is this straight? I think it is. So next we got to do a box for the damage and item level. I did set that up in this one, so let's just go ahead, copy this and make some tweaks to it. and we need to put it into a different box. So we'll get vertical box here, and then we'll paint here. Vertical box. I don't know. We'll just call it like stats. Okay. And then let's so I'm like, if I were to wrap this with a border, would it stretch the image of our background? Is there stretching to be made? I think that's like some white marks there, right? Okay. So we got item level. I think the font's not big enough, and maybe this box is too big. Maybe 8. I think the white text here has to be bigger. So let's go into deleting that, renaming this 14. And let's do white. I don't know, let's do like 16 right now. And let's do white 16. This font also needs to be less. Oh wait, is the item level the same font size as Legendary? I think it is, so we should probably change that back. Or change it to gray 14, but change this to... No, that doesn't look right. That looks way too big now. Unless I'm losing it. Okay, let me change that back to grade 12. Go over here. Try 18. And it's a bit better. Item level and physical damage is 14. So it is in fact this. It just needs to not have those giant spaces between the text, which means this is probably better off being, well, it's 20. Okay, let me go into here. Let's do 0.5. Nah, that's too... Probably a little bit more of a gap. Let's do 0.65. Yeah, that's a lot better. Why is the item, or why is it pushed below? Make it 10. Wait, they are 10. Why was that 10 but not? Okay. So many font sizes. I think there's something wrong with the actual font itself. Didn't mean to do that. Is a Senate override. Now. Wondering why the text is like this. Maybe if I put this one, now it's still putting it in the center. Okay, well, let's try to get past this at the moment, and I'll have to look into what's going on here. Okay, so now I need to be able to do the attribute portion. So let's go ahead. Did I download? Or did I delete? No, I have it. Okay, cool. Let's go into images, separation line. Turn it into UI. Let's go into spacer. Oh no, not spacer. Let's grab an image. Actually, no. Let's grab a spacer. And then within the spacer, am I able to put an image underneath it? No, I can't. So let's actually go into here. Let's grab an image. Wrap this with a should I do an overlay? A border? I don't think border would allow multiple, no. we'll do this, and then I'll grab another image. We'll throw it here. Put it in the center. We'll grab our new image for the separation line. And do how much space would that be between? Actually, I don't have to do the math. I can open up the image. It's only 270, so wrap with size box, and we'll do 270. Why did that not change anything? Size box. I mean, I could do padding of like 10, 20, 50. And then let's go over here and do a branch. Promote this. I'm basically going to set it so that with the widget, I can hide the separation line if I ever want to. 12 pixels per side. Why is it not coming out like that though? It's 72 long. Desired. Fix it in a second, and we'll rename this to show spacer. Spacer. We'll do background. And then for spacer, we'll set to hidden. Set visibility to visible, and to hidden. And then let's make that instance editable, exposed on spawn. Why is it not doing what I want? It's probably because of the padding. It is because of the padding. So the height override is working, but the width isn't. Custom 272 3. And let's do like 30. Nice menu. Oh, what's up, Jed? Trying to see why it's not doing what I want with the left and the right without having to do padding. $272. What if I did center? Nope. Okay, we'll go back. So you want padding for graphic detail on the left and the right. Yeah, so I'm trying to get it to where it's... Oop, wait, go back. A little space on the left and little on the right. I mean, it can do padding, but I was just trying to set the size and... yeah. So what if I just did left? 12. I guess that does work. And then what did I do the height of? Maybe less. Like building Lego pieces. And then I'm gonna grab this, put it down here. Wait, I think I copied the wrong one. Copy this one and put it down here. Okay. But I actually don't need all of this stuff. I can do one text here. I believe it was gray. Excuse me, why did you not? Anyways, let's type the word first, which was attribute with an S. Where's the transform to upper? Why are you not fitting? Why is the text always off? Is it because of the height percentage? What if I changed it back to 1? It is because of that. Okay. $777 is the color. Is that the color for the gray or? Okay, it is. Is text vertically aligned in the center? Yep. So for this one, I have the text wrapping. So I'm wrapping the text. when the length exceeds this width. I'd rather do per character if a word is too long. But how do I set based upon? Oh. All right, I don't know how to work that perfectly, so. It's because I need the text to wrap. Otherwise, it does great with being in the center. Do I need to do top? Oh, actually, I think that looks a lot better. Kind of. Why does this one look better than this one? Oh, it's because it's grade 10 and not grade 12. I said gray 12. There we go. Go to 6 and then let's do like 8. Nope, 6 and go to 10. Okay. Actually, I think that looks a lot better. Attributes, though I think if we scroll down a little. Go back to text box dimensions for a second. Text box, text. You gotta specify a little more. Are you talking about this or? Are you talking about the line percentage on this one where it says 0.65? Okay, and let's do another. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of it. I don't need that to be a spacer. Spacer. Oh. The one that says physical damage. This one? What is going on? Xbox up at the top right hand menu. Am I scrolling enabled? What if you change it to auto? It doesn't. change much. I could do auto on this stuff, but then it does this. So that's why this one's over here. But actually, I think turning off the auto kind of made the right side align a little better. Granted, I just play around with the values enough to where I get it to work no matter what. So. Okay, so next part was to handle prefixes. Right now, Alex, I'm just gonna hard code everything. So that's like why we see the physical damage and everything here. And then afterwards, I'll try working on making it customizable. As long as I get a rough draft of the first thing, then I can go in and actually organize all this a little better, because everything looks horrifying when I look at it. Okay. So we need another box for prefixes. Right, let's copy this. Make everything auto, set the box to have filled vertical. Oop, you said vertical. And have this aligned left and item stuff aligned right. It helped with centering these a bit better, because I think now if I was to reduce the padding, yeah, it kind of fixed that. The only thing is the physical damage is now exceeding how much I want it to. And I have no idea how to use the wrap text. I wish I understood this value. Because whatever I did worked, and I don't know why. The 41 shouldn't need to be fill, but it doesn't work if I don't. I mean, I could do spacers and toss them in. I mean, I can print or put it into the game real quick. Let me see. Where's my debug? I mean, it's kind of small because we don't have the rest of it, but I mean, it looks all right. Unless you want it bigger than this. Okay, what was I doing with the second box? Was it prefixes? Vertical box. Border. Looks fine? Okay. Call this can I spell? Prefixes. I am looking at the word and still misspelled it. Love it. Okay, and then transform back to upper. This was gray. Is this the same size as attributes? Because if so, it's gray 14. And then from here, we need all of the prefixes, which would not be a horizontal box. Make it 8. Like that. So let's go ahead and make a new folder. And look in game. Okay. I'd say it's kind of a little too small. I mean, I could full screen my game and then do that. It's still a bit small, yeah. Okay, so we'll go back to 10. Oh, make it back to 12? Okay, gray 12. Okay. And let me move that one into a different folder, because it's basically my test size. Let's see, suffix. Why is it the vertical? Oh, 0. And top, we'll just put like 2. Huh. This needs to be the purple, so we'll do plus 21 energy. Everything is that, and then we want purple 12. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. That is not the right color in the slightest. Let me open up purple. Go into purple. Do you know what the color is for the purple? Because that might actually be a lot easier than me having to use my handy dandy print friend. Beautiful. Okay. We got so many of these fonts opened. Hold on. That's a lot better. I gave you the main tooltip spacer for the tooltip. Images. Oh. Main tooltip. Yeah, is that not what I'm using right now? Oh wait, no, I think I'm using bottom. Oh. That's my bad. Yeah. I didn't realize I had all of... You know what? I should be using a common border. Hold on. So that I don't have to be doing this individually. Just throw that anywhere. It's fine. Make a... style. We'll fix names later. Okay, now let's go into order. And we'll do that.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done.
That's a lot better.
Time's just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy.
Sorry, had to let my cat out. Okay. So for here, we can get out of this. Prefixes. And basically, within this box, we'd be able to generate all the prefixes later on. Let's have a look at the quality. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. Attributes got fucked in the process. Hold on. There we go. Actually, prefixes is now fucked as well. What happened? When I changed things, I think it fucked up the padding. Why did it get all fucked? God damn it. Prefixes is like that. That's a bit better. Font size 11 for prefix and energy. Yeah, let me go into here. Let's close that out. I'm actually going to delete the old one because I don't need it anymore. Font. Actually. Gray 11, like that. And then purple. Go in here, type 11. Is that better? I gotta fix the padding on damage though. And also, I think I fucked up the font size for those for some reason. So this needs to be a larger font. I think that's the white 20. And then I also need to grab this and do... Oh, it did fuck up. God damn it. Okay. 0. But this was 20. 20. Okay. Okay. That's better. I closed my image. Energy is still 12. Well, listen, man. I should probably reduce that padding though for the oop, wrong image. This one. Well, I think the space between prefix and energy is a little too big though. But it's, yeah, no, it's definitely coming along. Like, we're getting there. And then once we do prefix, all I have to do is change the wording for suffix, and we're pretty good to go. This one, I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do these symbols for the legendary perks, though. Okay, so let's go back into not the fonts. Let's reduce the padding, or maybe no padding at all. Yeah, honestly, I think that's fine without the padding. It looks like the space between prefix and energy looks pretty well. I just closed the image again. God. Okay. So let's go back in here. So now that we have prefixes, is there any space between Okay, it looks like we have a little spacer between the two. Border. Oh, I'm not typing. Love it. Border. Prefix. And I'm gonna just copy and paste that. Suffix. Can I spell right? Yeah, cool. And then I think we need a little spacer in between. And then turn off that. Do you think it's too big, the space between prefix and suffix? Suffixes. Let's do... Let me do the suffixes first. Sorry for being so intrusive. I love watching people make UI come to life. No, you're good, man. It helps having somebody to talk to about it, because then otherwise I just sit here by myself and hope for the best. And the fact that I have the images make life so much easier. Select. I have to like rename all of this stuff afterwards though. So fire resistance plus 8% fire resistance. Copy paste, copy paste. I'm gonna need a gold 11 now. So let's actually do this. Font 11. Let's go into purple and move that. And then we're also gonna copy. Can you make suffix prefixes 777? Did I not fix all the grays to be 777? Oh. Did I miss one? Like, or am I putting it in the wrong way? Like over here? Because that doesn't look gray. Unless that's what it's supposed to look like. Gray. Like, nah, I'm pretty sure it's the other one, isn't it? Yeah, must be the other one. Wait, it's supposed to be that lighter color? Because it looks pretty dark here. I don't know at this point. Wait, you think the lighter color looks better? I mean, the spacing's a little fucked right now, but I I mean, we can use the lighter one. That's fine. I don't care. Um, The other color, oh, I don't think I have that one yet, so I'll have to create that in a second. Also, why is the spacing between these now fucked up? I don't know. It still looks nice. Yeah, I can change all the grays. That's fine. Legendary perk icon. Okay. Let's do this. I'm not strongly attached to any, so. And then I have to make the new color. That was the purple. Okay, so I don't even know what color to call this though. What is the fucking orange? Like, okay, and then we'll do. Yeah, it's too light. I'm. All right, man. Okay. We'll switch it back. Luckily, it's not. It's not difficult. So, did I ever fix? Never mind. Sorry, my brain's getting sidetracked. We'll fix it. Hold on. Gray. 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 Let's fix the text here. So give me 1 second to. Let's have a look at for which color is that for? Is that for the gray? It's significantly darker. I think the first one we have is probably the better option. Yeah. When we're fucking around with the color gray for 20 minutes. Anyways, typing. It's fire damage increased. Oh fuck, you want me to change the text during it all. I'm not gonna do that right now, because that's a lot more formatting. Gray is just built. And 12% chance to ignite fire damage. We also need to auto wrap. Is the font too big? Maybe the padding is too large. No, the padding should be fine. It's lining up. Wait, this is not even the right section. Jesus. Okay, hold on. I'm losing my 2%. If I can fucking read correctly, we'd be fine. So increase fire damage. Okay, and then under prefixes, I have to add some spacers too. I'm actually going to do this. Prefix border. Suffix border. And then we'll do copy paste. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong spot. Fuck my brain. Okay, and the under here is where. Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Is where there's like 2 spaces between, because it looks like 2 gaps right here. And then from here, we have legendary perks, or just perks, whatever we want to call it. Perks border. Perks. Perks. Or legendary perks. Okay. Save image. Icon. I also have to now add in a new image that you sent me, which is this very, very small little symbol. Doing that one's going to be a little difficult because I need to add that little symbol to the left of it. What I'm trying to figure out is how to get this all fit into one line with the current font that we have. It's like, hmm. What color is the legendary perks text? I think I'm missing. But like, let me delete this one, delete this one. Like, let's say I wrap this with a horizontal box. Got an image and like threw that in here. And then turn this into this. And this is a 6x6, so we'll do 6, 6. Oh, but it smushed it. What if I hit fill? 6x6, yeah. Can I wrap it with a size box? And do 6x6? No, did not agree with me. Huh. I don't think shrinking it's gonna help because why is it not? Oh, okay, okay. No, no, I see where I did wrong. So this is wrapping and it's forcing that. I'm about to do something dumb. Let's see. Let's see if this does anything. Actually, fuck. No, go back. The image is trying to fit to the size of the horizontal box. What if I did a grid panel? Oof. Zero and hmm. I mean, it went in the center. It's pretty small, but I mean, it's supposed to be. Let me change this text to fire. Fire damage increased by 15% and 12% chance to ignite with fire damage. Oh. Work. Huh. What if instead I aligned it to the top? Nope, that doesn't work either. Shit. What if I wrap this with a vertical box and put in a spacer? and do 5. I mean, that's better. Yeah, that's what I was trying to work on right now. Was trying to get it to the center instead of it going to the middle. But let's also do like a 2 pad, just so there's a little gap between. Yeah, so there's a little gap in between. I'm actually gonna make this one shorter. Okay. And then I'm gonna delete this, copy, and we'll do from a design perspective, you could not have the dot and change the text and suffix. All will be blue and bring out the legendary perk by being the only text with orange color. I'll leave that to you, Alex, because I understood none of that, and my design brain is shit, so I will trust what you say. Okay. What I wanted to do was make a space in between these two, like that. And we'll do hurl a flaming phoenix on crit that deals 50% of your damage in fire damage. The only thing I don't like, well, other than the fact that the color's different, um, is that my text is bigger. Make everything in prefixes and suffixes the same color, then we'll remove the dot icon from the legendary text and keep the color to distinguish itself from prefixes. I mean, you could use a color to define what a prefix, suffix, and legendary is, if that's the case. If you're trying to not use a different color. And the goal is to remove the dot icon. My thought process on why you added the icon was for the fact that it's giving you like additional features compared to just stats. Suffix, keep blue, purple. Legendary perks will keep the orange, reddish. So like we'll do, was it purple 11? Yeah. Oh man, that means I have to delete everything I just made here. So before I delete it, we want to turn this into this, but with this color. Only delete the dot. Oh, okay, so we're just doing that. And then use this color. Okay. So we do that. I'll make that later, but that requires formatting, and I'm not doing that at the moment. It's a lot more work to change in between text. But I will do it to where it adds that part in. Okay, so what, I keep closing the image and I have to keep reopening it. Well, now the thing is, it looks like you want to add in a certain amount of space at the bottom no matter what. So how many spacers is that? I'm also gonna have to break all of these down into different widgets so it's a bit easier. Don't have to. Yeah, I'm just trying to copy your design. I mean, we should have some amount of space below. It doesn't have to be a ton, but let's. I did it again. I closed the image. Okay. Let me turn one of these into a show spacer. Copy. After this stream, I'm gonna work on trying to optimize this a bit better because this is horrifying. And then we just have like 20 million spacers. Um, okay, wait, we don't need two of them displaying. I am. Oh, okay. Well, I just thought you were somebody that just decided to chime in. Okay, so now we need to do the whole level 30 thing. So I got one space here. And now we need text. What's the size of this text? Is that prefix size? Or attribute size? I think. Let's copy this. And then wrap that with common border. The tooltip bottom part. Yeah, now we do the border And then we got to create a new one. So let's go border style. Tooltip bottom. And then we'll do this. Bottom. And then we also have to change the text. I think 20. Okay, I think that is probably too big. Oh, actually, no, I think that's fine. But it needs to have a spacer on the bottom. Oh, wait, I can't use the border. Put the separation one line up. What if I did, instead of another spacer here, for here, I just did like 10, 10. And maybe put that back down. Oop. I have opened this file like 40 times. Oh, it needs another spacer at the bottom. Okay. Or some just more padding, maybe. I mean, it looks pretty good. Couple things I'm seeing I should fix. It looks like level needs to move over a little bit. The font size for damage and level still look a little too small. I guess put the one line lower here. Hold on, and I also wanted to do this, but turn that off. Because that starts looking a little bit closer to this. And maybe for here, do like 25 instead. Like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think the main thing that bothers me is just the font size for damage and item level. because they're just not matching. Which is wild because it's at 20. Oh, what's going on? Hey, wonder you helped me with something. I followed your tutorial to use Common UI. I was wondering if I can be able to control a widget with multiple controllers. Make 015 41 to 22 or 23. Um, yeah, you can are you like referring to like LAN or I guess I'm trying to figure out what your thought is, but if you're like controlling through like LAN party, like let's say there's player one and player two connected, you just got to make sure you get with the reference to who player one is and who player two is. Um, yeah, but it really depends on what your goal is to try to do. Like, what are you controlling? Trying to make a character selection game for a local multiplayer game. And both players are just operating on the same screen. I'm assuming so if it's local. Are you doing like split screen? Hmm. I mean, it's why is this not centered though? Yeah, like a Mortal Kombat where everybody can select their character. Uh, let's see. I haven't touched local players a lot, especially lately. Trying to think of how you would do that within Common UI. Mm, 'cause like you can get player controller, and then this is where you'd be able to set the index of which player is who. And then from here, you would probably have to you'd have to find a way to track which player is doing the inputs. Oh man, I'd have to play around a bit to figure out how to do that exactly because player one, hold on, where's my other project?
What's up, guys?
Hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Two inputs. Yeah, you can just track who is who. I am trying to think if you can create a input action data table and then assign it based upon who the player is. Yeah, a lot of people don't focus on local lately, especially the last ever since like Unreal Engine 5, everybody just focused on mainly multiplayer. I feel like the only things you'll find on split screen are probably going to be in like Unreal Engine 4. Mm, I can probably play around to see a couple ideas because I'm trying to think of ways where you can track the player in like the most, or I guess the least painful way. Because if you'd be able to create a input action data table and basically just assign it per player, you could basically just track what input is being clicked on, and then you can operate the UI based upon these inputs were entered in compared to the inputs from player one versus input from player two. But I also feel like there must be a way to do something less painful than that. Because I'm assuming if it's like Mortal Kombat, you're probably thinking of like two game pads and not like a gamepad and mouse. Because you're also able to track, what is it, like user focus, player controller, and then you could do like get player controller, and you can also decide on who it is. And you could do a branch, and then if it is in fact true, then you could do something for whatever. So if it was like move icon left or right, or if it's suddenly like if this is in fact not player one, then it's player two, and then you could move the icon the other way. Obviously, this is just a simplified concept, and I don't know how to play it out yet, but that's something you could do. Let's see, input, get input. Get user index, break, not break, make key event. Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to play around a little more with local player stuff for UIs. I don't have an answer for you right now. I've only focused on single player and a bit of multiplayer, but online multiplayer. So you didn't really have to worry about managing two controllers. But I can look into it, and if I end up finding something, I can end up doing a video on it as well. Um, hmm. Because I know you can also create UIs and then make it visible to every player, and then you would then have to basically replicate all the movement of the UIs moving. But if you're doing local, you don't really have to replicate anything because it's already there. Do you think an experimental integration with enhanced input coming can be helpful with this? Um, Common UI can be pretty helpful with it for the enhanced input. the experimental integration with enhance input. I mean, it could. I use it for my settings for another project where I have a key binding, and then I use the experimental enhanced input user settings for that. But I'm trying to see if how that would relate to local players. I'm not sure if it would. But Common UI, yeah. Common UI can support local players. It's not something I wanted to create, so I never really investigated into it. But I can spend some time to see what that would look like. But as of right now, I don't think I can give you a solidified answer on how to go about doing it. There's just different ways that you could try to see if they work, like seeing if you can differentiate between the different inputs based upon who the player controller is activating those inputs. And then based upon who it is, you can then do whatever's next. So like if the up trigger is triggered, if it equals to the player one, then you will take their player one widget to move it up to the next icon. I'm thinking like character selection screen. So if they're selected on one character, press the up key, then they move to the widget above. And then if the input up direction is equal to player two, then you can move the widget up. So you could do something like that. You would just have to find a way to track which controller is doing what input, if that made any sense. I don't think I have any enhanced inputs right now though, to show. Actually, could go in here. Can you do this? Input action. Can you even grab the controller off this? Input action reference. Yeah, I'd have to play around with some ideas. Huh. Well, that's just because I haven't touched it. Because within this, each player would have their own input mapping where they get their own controller, but you'd have to specify the controller instead of the player index. Yeah, I would just have to test. But we got a cool UI, and it took us like 2 hours. So, um, Alex, if you are still here, I'll probably work on the health bar and stuff later, either tonight or tomorrow. But for today, I'm probably just gonna try to clean up this so that we can change the information pretty easily. Because I think overall it looks a little. I think it looks pretty good setup. I just have to fix now the space that I added between item and level, which I just noticed again right now, which I deleted and then caused. Let me delete all these. Which one is it using again? it is using 12. Okay. Yeah, but the moment I do that, it kind of throws off. Top. Because if I do 0.8, I'm not adjusting the right one. Hmm. Instead of do that. We'll do that for now. That should be fine. Can you go into max resolution? Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, max full screen, whatever. I read what you said, but I understood. And then image comparison. Looks pretty good. I think the only thing is that I do feel like either the width of mine is not as large as it should be, or the text is too large. Because as I'm comparing these, there's quite a difference because they're going into the next page. What if looks very good? Yeah, thanks guys. It took a bit. What if I just made this a little fatter? Photoshop is different, so it might be a little off. Yeah, that, I mean, fair. To 70. Hmm. Larger text. Yeah. Let me see. I made it a little fatter. And grab that. Oh wait, let's do full screen again. And boop. I mean, it's a bit better. Bit. No, I don't know. I think now it's too much space. I think the font size is just kind of getting to me, and that's probably what it is. But overall, I think it looks fine. And I can work on cleaning this up a bit. All right. Well, I think it was pretty successful. Kept me busy this entire stream, and now I got to be able to clean up all of this so it looks a lot better. But I'll probably end up posting the revision later in Discord. Just when I have cleaned up all of this. Because right now it's like one gigantic mess, which is hideous to look at for me. Just try to make font 2 pixels lower to see if that happens. Well, the thing is, if I start changing all these fonts, it's going to take like, if I go to the 11s and change it to like 9. Okay, but like actually I like it. Like, hold on, let's. I think I should make it. I don't know. Just do it with one of the fonts. Maybe go back up one. I do like the text, but I'm trying to also think about the fact that if it's too small. Did I actually hit compile in all of them? No. Do we think the 9 looked better? Because I liked it because it kind of matched a little bit more of what you were doing. But the 10, I mean, it's a little bigger, but it is easier to read. Also, I just realized the prefix, suffix, and legendary perks are in a different grade than the other ones, and that's incorrect. So why is that the case? Like, it's easy to read and doesn't take up too. Yeah, okay. We're not in full screen, but let's F11, press 1. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. The only thing we're missing is that the formatting, so the percentages look gray. But I can work on that once I start fixing the layout for all of this stuff. I do feel like we could probably use a different color for the suffixes as well, so that there is a difference between prefix and suffix. But I mean, we can leave it the same as like all purple if we want to. But I think that works great. That's, I think, all I want to work on today. We lasted for like 2 hours on stream, so I think that's a successful time. All right, let me just save all of this. And close this other project. Okay. Yeah. No, so now it can work as a preset to, now I'm going to start working on kind of reducing this chaotic mess, breaking it down a little more so that we can easily just start populating perks and suffix, prefix easily. There'll be some things that are static, just like the suffix name, prefix, legend. Are other items, does it just say perks? Or is that a legendary specific thing? Let me open up. Yeah, it just says perks. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to also change the name when it becomes a legendary. Okay. Yeah, I'll be able to work on this, and then when I get the other colors, I can also modify that accordingly as well, so that I just change the header with all the colors. But I'm gonna stop here. That's all I'm gonna stream for today. Thanks, Alex, and oh man, what was his name? Has to go into the Discord. Doof, that's what it is. We'll remove the perks above the rune slots. Legendary only perk. Okay. Okay, then yeah, I can hide that with the other ones, and then rune slots can just also appear at a later time if we decide to do that. And then we can just manage these for the moment. Okay, that sounds good. Well, thanks everybody for chiming in for the stream. And feel free to like, subscribe, all the other self-promo.